Okay, I'm going to walk you through the steps on doing your update from 2.0 to 2.1 for Titanium, which is the build that you should have on your device. This is for Amazon Fire TV or FireStick. The wizard should pop up automatically, let you know you have an install, and you could try to click on fresh install from there, but what I actually recommend is just dismiss the pop-up that comes up, only because I had some trouble with some other things that we're trying to load and update at the same time. So let everything load up when you first get on. First thing I want you to do though is before you get started is to go out to the Amazon homepage and go over to your settings, go down to applications, and go down to managed installed applications, then go down to Kodi, and I want you to force stop that. Just hit it a couple times, it'll totally stop it. And then what you can do is you can click launch application. So that's just going to restart your Titanium and load it up fresh. That way in case you had it on. So if anything pops up wanting to load, so like this here, I just want to cancel this. We just want to get to our main page. Let anything load that normally loads. Here's a pop-up that says, hey, you have a update to do. What I actually want you to do is go over and click on delay update for right now in the first steps. That way everything else can load in the background. So I have a guide that loads, or certain things might be updating because it's been time to update add-ons and everything. So let everything load up. So it take about a minute for everything to load. And just make sure everything has updated that needs to update. You might get some fails in the bottom, and that's okay. That's the main reason we're actually doing this update, is there's some things that need to be updated on the build itself. So I'm going to let everything update. Then what I want you to do is under your main menu is go down into the sub menus and go over to Supreme Wizard. Okay, it should tell you what your current build is. We should all be on 2.0. We're moving up to 2.1. So what I want you to do is go down to where it says builds. Click on that. Then down here you could choose any of these 1 through 6 servers. Most people are probably hitting servers 1 and 2, so I recommend even going down here. I'm going to try server 5. Go ahead and click on one of those. Any of them will work. Then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and click on fresh install. So that's a very important key, is make sure you click on fresh install. Just asking if you want to restore. Before doing so, you're going to say continue. Okay, and so now the wizard's going to go through and do some of the items it needs to do, calculating things, clearing certain data out. Just let it do here what it's doing. It'll then automatically pop up and start downloading for you. So one thing that I do on a Fire Stick or a Fire TV is every 20-30 seconds on my remote, I just push right on the remote. Just don't want it to fall asleep. So I'll push right every now and then, just so that the device doesn't start to fall asleep. Could possibly cause errors on the install part. That's the most important piece, which is after this. I'm going to speed this download up here and come back here in just a second, but you would just let this keep going. Okay, we're just about done here with the download, and so once the download completes, what it will do is it'll turn over to the install part, and this is where you really don't want to let your Fire Stick or Fire TV fall asleep. So again, about every 15 to 20 seconds, just push right on the stick, or sorry, on the remote. Okay, and here we go, finishing up the install. And we should get a box that pops up here. I did get one error, but normally that's okay. It's usually like a picture file and those type of things, so it's okay if you get an error. Hopefully you don't get any, but if you get one, it's okay. Don't worry about viewing the errors. Just say no thanks. Okay, and now it's basically what it's asking you to do is if you want to reload or force close. We always want to force close when we do an update. If you have a Fire Stick, you need to actually go and pull the power. Just go right to the wall outlet and pull the power from your Fire Stick and just totally unplug it. That'll kill force close it that way. If you have the Fire TV box, you're okay to go ahead and click on that green button. I know it's hard to see there, but it says Force Close on here on the right. For your Fire TV box, go ahead and click on Force Close. FireStick, just go ahead and plug it back in. You'll come back to the main page. Same thing with so Fire TV, you're going to come back to the screen right here where we launched from. FireStick, just launch it like you normally would now on your main page. So that's it. You should be all updated. You can then launch your application back, and you should be updated now to the 2.1 version. Again, once you first load it the first time, let it do its updates. Give it a minute or two, that first run, to do its updates, but you should be good to go. If you are using Players Klub for your live TV, make sure you go and check out my other video that I'll put down in the description link. So that shows you how to put your Players Klub info back in to get your live TV channels going again. All right, talk to you later. And let me know if you guys have questions.